Good evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. Everyone, welcome to Cannabisiac and welcome to our monthly hemp happy hour. We're always excited about just being here for happy hour, of course, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, or in our case, 6 o'clock somewhere. So thank you all for joining us here in the Zoom lounge. If you're not in the Zoom lounge and you're with us online, thank you for tuning in. We will be doing introductions of our amazing persons that have joined us here to tell us about who they are in their company, what's a good collaboration for them. Of course, we'll be having our featured drink of the month by our master mixologist, Miss Mary Lou Northern. Can't wait to see what she has for us this month. And of course, we'll be discussing just random topics that our members in the lounge want to talk about. And if you have something online that you'd like to share with us, please leave a comment in the comment section if you're joining us on Facebook. So with that, we're going to get started. My name is Anne Marie Sorrell. I am the president and CEO of Cannabisiac. And what is Cannabisiac? Cannabisiac is a member-based company where we are helping entrepreneurs, businesses, and professionals tap into this $43+ billion global cannabis industry. And we do this through networking events such as the one today, online classes that you can take on demand, as well as our incubator and accelerator programs, which we have coming up. So you want to sign up now. We are taking registrations and we have a BOGO, buy one, get one for a friend. Yes, you and a friend can go through our incubator program, which starts in the fall. You have until June 30th to register for the BOGO. After June 30th, it'll be back to regular prices and there won't be a BOGO. So you want to go ahead and sign up. We also do this through connecting you with other experts and professionals in the industry to help you grow your business and scale your business up. So you'll be meeting some of those experts today as I pitch it over to, we're going to start with Josh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Josh Butchness. I am based out of Denver, Colorado, and I work with Venture HR. We do everything from payroll to fully integrated PEO. If you're not familiar with PEO, we have an umbrella. We put small businesses underneath of our umbrella. We utilize our economies of scale, give you an HR department that is the size of the 8,000 companies altogether, so 350,000 people under our umbrella. So yeah, and we put that all on a technology and make it easy to use.
Thank you, Josh. And since we're talking about HR, I think it's only right that we go to Joan, Hemp staff.
So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Joan. I'm with a company called Hemp Staff, and I'm joining you from sunny Los Angeles. But I'm not American, if you haven't figured it out already. I am British, born and raised in London. And so I've been with Hemp Staff for just under, about 2.5 years. But the company itself just had its 7-year anniversary on May 1st. And we specialize in recruitment in both the hemp and cannabis space. From entry level all the way up to CEO. And I did do one CEO placement, $1.3 million 2 years ago. So I'm quite happy with that. And, but recently, more importantly, I was made the social equity account manager with a focus on getting more women and people of color into the industry. And I'm happy to report that we're now at 50%. 50% of our hires, our placements are women and people of color. I'm very happy to be part of that and happy to be part of this group. And we do training also, training to help people get into the industry. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Joan. You have to tell us a little bit more later about your trainings, especially for individuals that are looking to look at the cannabis industry as a career. Because I think oftentimes we focus on the entrepreneurial side, but entrepreneurs need people to work in the business.
Yes, they do. Thank you.
Absolutely. Beth, you're up next. Beth, the hemp huntress with Hoi Polloi.
Hey there. That's right. I'm here from Hoi Polloi Advisors, and we are a collaborative advisory group. We do everything from helping the solopreneur to the small entrepreneur startup, your LLC, your EIN, your banking, the basics. And also we help people that are stuck currently, dispensaries coming out of COVID and needing some operational help and kind of that outside experienced eye to get them through that transition. Again, 90-day affordable packages. So come talk to me about any help you might need getting started or getting unstuck. And again, we're working with the 1 and 2 shops and the solopreneurs. Really want to help that middle class America and folks own their businesses and hopefully create some intergenerational wealth that way, having some stuff to pass on rather than selling to large corps. So we're here to keep you running your business your way.
I love it. Thank you. And Beth at Hoi Polloi is one of our amazing partners. So looking forward to, especially once we get our incubator
Yeah.
going in September. So lots going on here. Albert, if you can hear us, no, you're on mute. If you want to introduce yourself, Albert. Okay, well, we'll come back to Albert. Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. Happy to see you all here again. Oh, Albert is on. Albert, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not my first time, so forgive me. But yes, I'm Albert Thomas in Wewoka, Oklahoma. And so I'm an entrepreneur starting a community-based business. And so I'm just joining in to find out what's going on.
Okay, Albert, do you want to tell us? Yeah, can you tell us more about your community-based business? Like, what services do you guys provide?
Well, it's actually evolving at this time. So, like, you know, there's not much I can tell you other than we've got a location, 209 North Wewoka Avenue, and we're going to be addressing issues in this community related to the indigenous population. And there are some real problems here. And so we're hoping to be an outlet for folks to be able to express themselves creatively and at the same time address what's needed in this community. There's a food desert here. We have one grocery store. It's really a kind of a bad situation. The water is polluted. So there are a lot of issues here that people in this community face. Wewoka is a historically significant community. This is where a lot of our people settled to escape Jim Crow South. And so a lot of that is coming to the forefront today, and we're hoping to be able to address that as much as possible.
Wow. Well, no, thank you, Albert. Well, I am a believer that the cannabis industry is definitely a economic, I want to say equalizer. That's the long-term vision, of course, but it can definitely be an economic engine for communities such as yours that have various economic challenges. So hopefully through Cannabisiac, we can help you somehow create that economic opportunity, whether it's through, like Joe was saying, through training and education for individuals who may not be familiar with how they can tap into this industry, or through us helping you create business owners in Oklahoma that can tap into this industry.
Well, my interest in cannabis is for the medicinal purposes. And so I see that as a viable medicine, and because it'll address, I think, issues that we have both physically and spiritually. And so that would be one program that we would want to implement out of this community center I'm speaking of.
Yeah.
And as well, so one of the first programs that I'm seeing develop here now is with people that are wanting to be a part of the sober community, or we don't want to call it necessarily sober, it's not AA, but people want to learn how to live healthy and to do things that aren't so destructive. And there's not good support here for that. And I believe that God put this plant here for us to be able to make medicine out of and help people with. And so hopefully we'll be able to do some educational programs here to help folks to know the truth about this plant and what it might be able to do to help them.
Absolutely. Well, we can definitely connect you with several plant educators, scientists.
I love it.
Yeah, we just had for our book of the month last month, we just had Dr. Clark, who she's a part of a whole network of nurses, and that's their sole purpose is educating the public about the plant and plant medicine and making sure that they understand the benefits, dosing, and all those different things. And she actually has a book that we featured a few weeks ago, and we can send you the link to it. But it's a book that's easy to read for consumers as well. So it's a easy read and educational guide, not just for nurses, but day-to-day consumers and patients of the plant.
Excellent. I'd love to have that, and to as well to try to disseminate it, because that, let's see, one of the problems that we're finding here in this community is that people are not well educated about this plant at all. They still think of it as being for one purpose only, and that's recreation.
Absolutely.
And so, but when I go in dispensaries and things around here, I see a bunch of old people like me. I'm 68 years old, so, and I wear it well, actually, I think. But
you do, you look great.
I
More like 36 years old.
You know how to really, you're gonna be my best friend forever now. No, but seriously, the aging issues are what got me involved in this plant. And I've done some traveling now. I've gotten a chance to grow in Hawaii and California, New Mexico, and Florida. I'm telling on myself now because actually some of that caught up with me a few years back, and I ended up having to answer to a judge. So it was not fun. And so when they changed the laws here, it was just perfect because it was right out of my lab book. And I think that Oklahoma, they have the right idea about how to do this and to encourage others to explore what might be possible with this plant. But I'm not so much recreationally, it's like, but it's like by any means necessary, because if you get the benefit, who cares if you're thinking that it's recreational or whatever. But in my opinion, it's really that we should have this as a part of our nutrition. So we want to take the plant through all phases and juice it in the early point of flowering, where you get the most medicinal value from the juicing. But to know when that is, that's something else that you have to experiment with. People have to find out what strand is really good for what ails them. And anyway, that's the type of educational programming I'm hoping that we'll be able to implement very soon.
Absolutely. Well, we can definitely share two things with you. Last month, or was it April? Ladies, help me. I know my brain be forgetting. We had Dr. Felicia Dawson.
Okay.
She's our speaker for our webinar. We can get that link to you, where she really dived into the endocannabinoid system and how our natural system interacts with cannabis. So I think that'll be a good educational one for you to take a look at. And then we also have, oh man, what was I gonna say? Oh, okay, I have to come back to it. I forgot. See, I told you.
All right, take your time.
But we have tools and resources and people for you. I'm glad you're here. We also have a free online community that you can join, where we're always dropping articles, information, stories. You can ask questions in there. We have, I think, over 80 members that are involved, so you can follow them. You can ask different questions in the main post, and Josh will tell you he's posting stuff in there. So there's definitely resources available for you to tap into, and we we love to invite you back as often as you can come.
Mhm.
We feel like the more people are connected, the more you come, we build these relationships, the more we can connect and help each other out with our different missions.
Well, I really appreciate that. And just forgive, I'm not quite dressed yet. I'm in a situation where, as you can see, this is the drywall and stuff. I'm building my home while everything is going on. I bought 20 acres here. And so what I'm really trying to hopefully implement is like maybe 4 or 5 farms out here where people are interested in growing this plant. And I really thought that it was going to hit the ground running when 2020 rolled around because of the hemp laws, but found out there are a lot of obstacles to that. You know, it's not as easy or as simple as it seemed. And so at any rate, I'm stalled in a way, but the idea is to build a facility that you can live in and grow your herbs in and process them. And so
I love it. Beth is definitely someone to connect with, Albert.
Yep.
Yep, Beth is, and then we have
Yeah.
Beth. We have oh my God, why am I Alabama?
No, yeah, Ben and I definitely need to reach out because Oklahoma has some natural hemp they don't like you to know about, but there's some natural hemp that's been growing there since the 30s, that some 6-foot roots.
it's crazy.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It's growing right here.
Beautiful.
I can walk outside and show you. I was like, I'm looking at all these plants growing huge. Yeah. It's amazing. This climate is actually ideal for this plant. I can't wait to actually get my garden going. But yeah, oh, please, thank you. I'm so glad I tuned in. This is kind of by accident.
Yeah.
It's great.
Now look, Albert, I got my nickname in your state, the Hemp Huntress, because I went out looking for natural hemp, and I've been looking in different states, and all the legends you hear, and I mean, I found some out there, and because you see, I cried. I could not believe how beautiful it was to see this natural plant that they've been trying to eradicate just growing there in Oklahoma. And then that's when my wife said, "You're the huntress. You found it. You're the hemp huntress."
Albert about to show us.
I wish I could flip the camera. I don't know how to do it now. I can't see, but this is growing. Wow, it's right here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Can you see? Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my God. Wow.
And they grow huge. They grow huge. So I'm doing. This is my place. I'm building. Yeah. Like I catch my water. And so my garden will be in soon, but right now it's like in the early stages. So I'm still, but it's so beautiful. I'm going to tell you, this is the least expensive property in the world is right here in Oklahoma, and folks don't know it.
Listen, don't tell me I'm going to come to Oklahoma.
No, they don't know. Folks don't know. You're sitting on the next, no, man, Albert, I just want to do whatever I can to help you.
Oh, thank you. I am so grateful. So, and awesome. I'm going to be opening up a community center, like I said, in town. I'm 5 miles out of town where I'm at here. And the community center is coming where we're going to hope to do more community outreach and then help people to do this same kind of application of what I'm doing.
Awesome.
I love it.
And of course, dealing with all of the issues of here, the water is contaminated. The oil companies have contaminated pretty much, are taking over everything.
Yeah.
And so, it's for me, it's been a real challenge, but I'm retired, so I don't have anything else to do. And I'm committed to this plant in a way that, so for me, it's spiritual. And I believe that
it'll reclaim the land from those oil barons, man. It'll clean the land. It'll return it to you all to farm and grow food and get healthy. What you're doing is miraculous.
Well,
Albert, beautiful.
I want to impart on you, Albert, especially when you talk about pollution. I got to put my soil and water hat on real quick. I
got you.
There are, and I the deadline may have passed for this round, but the Biden administration had just put out about $50 million in funding for environmental justice initiatives. And pollution, water quality, and all those different things, that's a part of environmental justice issues, especially from oil fields and things like that. So you may want to, I have some links, if Mary reminds me, I have some links I can send you. If that round of funding is gone, it doesn't mean that the funding won't come up in the fall or next spring. So you want to look out for, as you're doing this work in the community, find organizations that already have a 501c3. And I think some of the grants, I think public entities might be able to apply for them too. I mean, private entities like our enterprises. But follow the environmental justice money, because the Biden administration literally created a whole office for this, an entire office in this administration for it. So look it up, follow that. That's how you're going to clean up your community, by going after those dollars and cleaning it up one project at a time.
Exactly. Well, this is in the point. That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm opening up this center. Initially, I bought this building down here for the Dozar Barkus band. They're the Black Indians here, and they were not being given their just portions from the Seminole Nation. And so they had a chief and an assistant chief that were trying to do enrollment, so how I got involved was my grandfather came here on the Trail of Tears. And so at any rate, I called myself trying to help them, but because of my activism with cannabis, they chose not to join me. So I ended up stuck with this building. And then as things unfolded, so now I just turned it into an indigenous center so that we can deal with the issue from all angles and not have to depend on, let's say, then the positioning that the Dozar Barkus had as a federally recognized band. See, they could do things that I can't do as just an individual. But now I've got a group of people that are willing to throw their hat in the ring and do what needs to be done here to address these issues, and to stop looking for handouts, but just build something where we can do it ourselves. We should be able to feed people whatever it is that's needed without having to ask someone else to do it for us. That's my whole thing. If you just start with the leftovers that we have on our own table, that'll be fine. But, to have a starting point of taking full responsibility for self. That's. I hope I made that clear what I'm talking about.
No, you did. And I hope you'll take a look at our incubator program as well, because I think you would be great for going through our program. From just getting your business going.
Yeah, because I've run into so many obstacles. Just like I said, when I was working with these people, now we ran into a problem with the bank. Even though I was going to put the money up, I couldn't get the bank to give them a loan. That's a local bank here. They own the building, so they want to hold it against us that the building was foreclosed on, because I bought the building at an auction. But it's just little things like that and then it's frustrating because I'm not established in this community, so they don't know me like that, and so it's kind of been frustrating. But I'm glad to know that there is some resources now with you all.
Well, welcome to the Cannabis family.
Okay. Well, I appreciate
my hat's in your ring, sir. My hat's in your ring. We'll be in touch.
Well, let me know how I can give you my contact information or whatever. I think I put it all on when I registered, but if I need to call someone, I'm just so happy to know that you all are here.
Well, put your information in the chat. If you go are you on your phone? You're on your phone. So yes. You should see like a little red box lit up where people are putting things in the chat, and you can type right in there your information.
Okay, I was trying to find that, but I don't see it yet, but I'll find it and I'll make sure I put it in.
Okay. If you don't find it by the end of the call, just let us know. We'll walk you through it.
I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know what happened there. My phone was taking over. I'm sorry. A message was coming through. But
No,
what is it that you said?
no, I said if you can't find it by the time we're done, we'll walk you through it.
Okay. All right. I'll just hang in. I'll hang on here.
Okay,
Because I
awesome.
see where it says share, but only you can share. So I don't know where to go.
Yeah, it's probably where you see like more, like 3 little dots and you see more. If you click on that, you should see chat pop up.
I got it. I got it now.
Perfect.
All right. I'm putting it in.
Awesome. So Mary Lou, you ready to give us our drink of the month?
Yes, for that, boy, you guys were having a great conversation.
We were, yeah, but you know, we're gonna continue the conversation. We just want to know what you got us drinking on.
Oh, let me tell you guys. I know. Can I talk to y'all for a second? Just for a quick. I'm gonna do the drink of the month, but I'm gonna talk to y'all for a quick second. You know what? For the last couple of weeks, I've been like, what's going to be the next feature drink? What's going to be the next feature drink? And for some reason, I just had a blockage and nothing could come my way. I went in, I walked around liquor stores. The people thought I was probably crazy. I was just trying to get some type of inspiration, right? This is so funny. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I got one more week. I got 3 more days. I got 2 more days. And I'm just trying to come up with inspiration because that's me. I'm the type of person where I have to have the inspiration and I work on it, but I do have a system. So the system that I go by, I literally was like struggling even in this system. So I said, let me just walk away for a second. And then all of a sudden I had a moment, right? And bam, my inspiration came and I was excited. So I have a drink of a month for you guys. I am excited about this drink. Basically, this month, on June 13th is National Rose Day. So I thought that it would be so great. And I know that Beth and Josh, you guys are in Albert, y'all are in different states. And pretty much, but still June is still a summer state, a summer month, right? So I'm like, let's do a summery drink, right? So I said, so when I found out that rose, June 14th is like Rose National Day, I was like, okay, let's do something with rose and let's take it up a notch. So that's what we're gonna do today, guys. So when I went into the store and I saw this rose, I was like, I have to have it. Now, technically, not a lot of people know about rose, right? So if you know about rose, if you had rose before, you can just kind of put it in the chat and say, hey, yeah, I've tasted rose before. But rose is like maybe it's a wine that incorporates some of the colors from the grape skin, but it's not enough to qualify for a red wine. Okay, so what does rose taste like? It's pretty much like a fresh and fruity type of drink wine. Think like red. Like it's extremely brightness, crispness to it. It tastes like maybe something like strawberries, cherries, raspberries, things of that nature. So basically, that's what rose is. Some people don't really like it, but I do enjoy it, but it's great for a rose sangria. So we're gonna make a rose sangria. I'm not gonna throw all kinds of things in it, guys, but I kind of am. So stay with me, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Now I found this great rose. It's called Chante Michelle, and it's very reasonable. I do kind of tasting sometimes, and I try to tell people when you want to get your guilty pleasure, you don't want it to be no more than about $20, okay? Because why? Because you can drink the whole bottle. Don't drink the whole bottle, but you can drink the whole bottle, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You realize you're out of $15 again, you're out of $20. So I try to stay in the range between 12 and 15. So this bottle right here was in Publix. It cost me about $11, $12. It really is a great brand to go. So that's how we're going to start off with our sangria. Now, to start off with our sangria, you're going to get a pitcher, right? So when you get a pitcher, you're going to add all your different fruits in there. So you're going to do, I don't know if you're going to raspberry, strawberries. I basically did like the most, okay? So not only did I do that, I added strawberries, mangoes, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, you name it, I threw it in there. Why? Because I am just like that, okay, guys? So I literally was like, okay, I want to get the best out of my fruit with my sangria. Along with your sangria, add some lemon juice. Then you can add a little bit of sugar. Now, those of you who are on the more of the slimmer side, you might want to not add the sugar. You might want to stay out of the sugar. You can also add some orange liqueur, like a triple sec or whatever. But if you want to stay out of it, stay out of that too. If you want it just all natural, just get the rosé wine and leave it alone. Add some oranges, raspberries, whatever fruit that you like. And also, I'll add some sparkling water. I love me some puree. Add some sparkling water. Now, for the liquor, right? So you can add brandy. But me, I'm gonna do something like a little bit different. You can add brandy. Yes, Anne Marie, you can add brandy to the sangria. So what I did is something different. I got a Kettle One, the peach and orange blossom. If you have not ever tasted the botanical one, it is so delicious. It's really, you can also top it off. It's not very potent, so you won't have to feel like, oh, you're going to get drunk off of it with the sangria. It's just really, really light, really, really fresh. So I added like a peach blossom to it, and I just top it off in my sangria. You can let it set for about 2 to 3 days in your refrigerator, and then, I mean, you can invite some friends over. You guys can sit and chat about cannabis. You can partake in some cannabis in that time at the same time. But at the end of the day, that's my drink of the month. I literally was like, what am I going to do? What's going to be my inspiration? And when I had the opportunity to realize that it's National Rose Day, I was like, yes, I'm going to do a sangria rose over the top, right? So that's my drink of the day today, guys. I can't wait for us to be in person sometimes where you guys can get an opportunity to taste these drinks, or for me to be able to, fester something up really quickly for everyone. So cheers to rose today. Okay, bye guys. I had a lot to say. I just had a lot to. I don't know if you guys ever dealt with, having a mental block when it comes down to being creative, but it was me. But I made it through. I made it through.
No, that was good, Mary Lou. I didn't think of when you added that extra alcohol, it took me back to my 20s, where my friends used to tease me because they were like, "Why are you chasing alcohol with alcohol?"
Sangria, with rosé, it's not the same when it's like red wine. You wouldn't really add the liquor in when it comes down to red wine. I would do like a little slight brandy with the red wine if you want to do sangria alone. But with the rosé is very dry. You want to just kind of top it off with something a little bit light and crisp. And the vodka that I chose is botanical. It just has peach and blossom in it, and it's just really soft. So you won't be rolling around down those stairs anytime soon drinking this sangria.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you make it. If I make it, I got a heavy hand. It'd be like, oh, wait, too much vodka.
I do have a pretty heavy hand. But, in all seriousness, it's important to, when you create your drinks, you want to make sure that it's going to actually be a reflection of you. And sometimes if you're not over the top, then don't take it that far. You know what I mean? Then you take the time to enjoy whatever fruit you like in your sangria. You take the time to enjoy. If you don't want rosé, you get red wine. You take the opportunity to choose what you like, and that's the whole thing about this whole thing that the pandemic taught us, that we're at our home, we're to ourselves, and right now we can just go ahead and do what pleases us and not just other people. So take that opportunity to do that at home. And I hope you guys get a chance to get a nice rosé and just, chill in the backyard like Beth and Anne Marie is doing, and partake in a little bit of cannabis here and there.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Mary Lou. Before we close out, I want to just kind of, because, we got all of our business here. So it is June, guys. Can you believe it? It's June. It's like June. And June is like our marker to be halfway through the month. So on the 30th, we'll be at the end of the second quarter of the year. So I want to just kind of challenge everyone who's here and everyone who's listening to think about how you're going to finish June strong. What are you going to do to finish not just the month of June, but the second quarter strong. And then how do you prepare, how are you preparing for a strong third and fourth quarter, a strong second half of the year? Some of us may have had some different challenges in the beginning of this year, this first half. But the second half gives us an opportunity to start fresh, start excited, invigorated, and set some new goals to crush as we move into the second half of the year. So I just wanted to kind of put that in everyone's spirits, and feel free to comment, jump in as we, go in our last leg of the conversation for Hemp Happy Hour. If you have any thoughts that you want to share about this quarter or the next 2 quarters. Josh looked like he got something he definitely want to say.
I do. And this is just my take, but when Albert first came on, I kind of noticed, I felt like his body language to me, he felt like he was maybe feeling a little bit defeated, or things weren't kind of going his way. And to see him now and to see him smiling and feeling like he had a community instantly, that's the feeling that I had my first time I joined, and it wasn't that long ago, right? So that's very familiar to me. So I think you all should be very happy and very proud of yourselves and what you guys are building here, because you're bringing people up, and you're building something inside of us that we see that there's something special here, and yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Josh, don't make me do it.
Josh, don't make me cry.
Josh, thank you.
I was almost there.
Thank you.
I don't know about y'all crying. All I know that there's some dust in the air right now.
I know. Josh,
you really need to hear that. Wow.
You don't understand how we so needed to hear that. Internally, we know why, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We needed to hear that. Thank you. So if you see all 3 of us being emotional right now, thank you.
Thank you for what you guys have done. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. That was dust in the air. But we're gonna be working together. We're gonna finish these next 6 months, guys. We're gonna crush every goal. Seriously. Yep. It's like grind mode on 500 right now. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it is gonna be. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about everything ahead. I think, when we have minor setbacks or things like that, it's just set up for a bigger, better comeback. And so I wanted to encourage, and Albert, if you're listening, I want to encourage you to, again, be a part of this family, this community. We're all about uplifting each other. We're going to grow together. We're going to see amazing things happen for each of us, and so many others that we're going to be bringing along in this industry. So I'm glad you're here, Josh. I'm glad you're here. Beth, you unmuted. Go ahead, take the floor.
Nah, I just want to say, there's a bigger why, and it doesn't matter what you believe guides it. There's a bigger why. I mean, it's just the kismet connections. I don't know. That's just, I just cannot believe meeting Albert. That the whole Oklahoma and and that's where I got my name, and that's, I don't know. It's just, that why and that magic just brings some really amazing folks together. And this is like the real deal of impacting lives. And I'm so thrilled and appreciative to have been invited to be a part of it, man. This is, I say the next 6 months, let's just change some more lives with this plant. And I don't even care about the oil barons, because that's yesterday. Today is our day, man. This is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
No, absolutely. I agree. And my brother is actually here visiting in town from Oklahoma. So Albert has really encouraged me. I think he just fell off. I don't know if he's come back on or not, but he encouraged me to definitely take a deeper look at Oklahoma for sure. So you and Albert and Beth, thank you for that insight.
Affordable. We
Yeah.
should talk, Anne Marie. Oklahoma mirrors Oregon in a lot of what they're doing, good and bad. But it's affordable, and right now, and there's a small window where people could take advantage of affordable licensing and grab a little piece, and then we all work together and bring those pieces, hold everybody together. So yeah, I love to talk to anybody that wants to get into Oklahoma and reclaim the land for the people it belongs to.
Well, let's set that call up within the coming weeks for sure. Let's make it
Okay,
happen.
sure.
Albert,
Alrighty.
I was just telling Beth, I don't know if you heard my last comment, that my brother lives in Oklahoma. He's actually here visiting myself and my mom this week. But you and Beth, between with this conversation today, definitely encouraged me to take a look at Oklahoma, a closer look at Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma's gonna boom. It's really amazing. And like I said, it's some of the most affordable property I've seen anywhere I've traveled. So it's like best kept secret, so to speak.
Okay.
So let's reclaim that land for the right folks. And you know what I'm talking about. Let's do it.
Exactly.
Let's do it, Anne Marie.
Let's do it. Exactly. Listen, don't tell me twice, Beth. Let's set it up. It happened.
All right, we'll talk.
Yeah,
Albert, 20 acres. Albert, I'm coming for my 20 acres.
There you go. And it's like, yeah, there's and more. I told you there was a 40-acre place and it had 2 buildings on it, just sold for $140,000. That's the kind of stuff that's here. That's pretty phenomenal, I'd say.
Listen, I can't even get a car parking space in South Florida for $140,000.
That's what I said, for what it would cost me to rent a place, let's say in Los Angeles, or forget about the Bay Area, but just in Los Angeles, I could buy something here and build new and have some change. And so I'm here to stay. I came here to research my roots, but I fell in love with just the whole field. And I lived in Hawaii for 2 years, but it don't have nothing on this place as far as I'm concerned. I sit out here, I'm by myself. I don't see anybody for at least a quarter of a mile. And I like it that way. So
nice. Well, we'll be talking more, Albert. We're again, welcome to the family. We have 2 more events this month. Okay. We'll be calling you. Mary will set up a call so we can, get with you. Beth's gonna set up a call with you. So just consider us family.
Excellent.
And this is
definitely appreciate it.
Oh, you definitely want to tune in. So on the 16th, Mary, we have our Cannabiziac University Fundraising 101, Understanding Your Cannabis and Hemp Fundraising Options, with Deborah Johnson. She's one of our advisory board members, but she's more so experienced in the fundraising, venture capital arena, as well as just, finance and business. So you definitely don't want to miss hearing from Ms. Deborah. And then on the following week, wait, why am I on there? What was that?
Nice picture.
Oh, that was funny.
Mary, don't share nothing else, Mary.
The following week,
when you're in this program, it just goes to the last thing you view. It was one of our recordings.
So we have our book of the month featuring Danielle Simone Brand. She is the author of Weed Mom, the Canna Curious Women's Guide to Healthier Relaxation, Happier Parenting, and Chilling the F Out. So you definitely want to come and learn her journey, especially as a parent. Come and learn about her book, her journey. Anyone who joins this month gets a copy of her book as well. It's a complimentary copy as a part of your welcome kit. Josh, did you get your welcome kit yet?
Josh, you haven't
Night.
answered my email yet.
Oh.
That's
Uh-huh.
on me. I'll take that. That's on me.
Because I know we mailed some out a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
So you missing out, Josh. Beth, you better tell him about all the great swag he gets as a member.
Oh my goodness, you get an awesome t-shirt. I've got a coaster. I have air freshener in my car. I even have a little thing for my computer so that I can not let Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos look at me when I don't want them to on my camera. No, it's awesome swag. Awesome swag. Some folks get mugs. I don't know, and then you get your book too. So
Yeah, you get the featured book.
yeah, best swag bag of any organization out there, for sure.
Exactly. So Albert, if you want to go ahead and join, our membership start as low as $20 a month. And it basically pays for itself because you get to attend all of the events for free. The 2 events we just featured are normally $10 per event, but you get to attend those at no cost as a member. You also get a very good discount on the incubator program, as well as other discounts and benefits that we kind of talked about. So like Josh and Beth, they're going to be featured speakers for Hemp Happy Hour. So lots of opportunities for you to be featured and engaged as a member as well.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to what we won't keep you guys. It's 7:05. We try to keep it at an hour because you may want to go enjoy the rest of your day or dinner or family or whatever you have going on. But we look forward to you being with us next week for our webinar, as well as the following week for our book of the month. And if my friends out there in California, I'll be out there in a couple of weeks. So I'm super excited about meeting all the Cali folks. And soon we coming to a city near you. Please, if you haven't dropped your information in the chat, please do so. Let me also save it. And we are going to close out the meeting. If for those who are here in Zoom, if you want to stay behind for a little bit, please feel free to do so. Mary, you didn't finish introducing yourself, so you're going to close it out.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm married. No more to introduce. Hi, Albert. I'm Mary, and I'm the Director of Operations here at Kennebeziac. Nice to meet you. Glad you're here. Did Josh even get a chance to talk? You just be picking on me.
Josh did. Josh talked in the beginning. Didn't you, Josh? Yeah, Josh introduced himself.
I let my heart speak. I was all over the place today. I think
we're not gonna let Josh talk no more because he brought us almost.
Josh have us right here crying and stuff.
Yeah, don't do it, Josh.
Oh, thank you.
You can't hold it inside. You just gotta let that move through you. You know what I mean? It causes problems when you hold those emotions. You gotta let them go.
That's right. I love it.
Yep. Well, that's me. And I also help with membership right now as well. So
Mary is all things Kennebeziac.
That's right. You were saying something, Albert?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm watching. My dog. I got a kitty.
Okay.
It's chasing the cat. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I was still on.
No. Well, thank you all for being here with us again this month. Please spread the word as we grow. As we grow, we want to grow our followers, our participants, our members. So please continue to spread the word. Josh had also thrown in the chat, which she's actually going to be one of our speakers coming up. Where is it? Dr. O. With the Pharmacist Cannabis Guide. Can't wait to hear her speak. She's going to be one of our featured authors as well. So stay tuned for more information to come on her. But thank you for that connection, Josh, with Dr. O. Looking forward to meeting her and hearing from her and all that good stuff.
She is special.
I can't wait.
September 29th, book of the month.
Oh, September 29th is when she'll be speaking.
September 29th.
September 29th. So we'll be featuring her book for the whole month of September. So please, again, we just have, if you stick with us, you're going to have an entire cannabis library. So thank you all again. It's been a great evening, another great evening, and we'll see you guys next week, as well as in Mighty Networks. Please make sure you join and post articles, post tips, post your accomplishments and upcoming events there, and make sure you follow the other members and follow what they have going on as well. So thank you all. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, thank you.
Everybody. Okay, bye.
Bye.